In a small town called Bethlehem, over 2,000 years ago, a child was born who would change the course of human history. This is the story of Jesus of Nazareth, teacher, healer, and for billions around the world, the Son of God. Born to Mary and Joseph in humble circumstances, Jesus spent his early years in Nazareth. The Gospels tell us little of his childhood, though one account describes him at age 12, amazing the teachers in the temple with his understanding and answers. For nearly 30 years, Jesus lived in relative obscurity, likely working as a carpenter alongside his father Joseph before beginning his public ministry. Around the age of 30, Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist in the Jordan River. This marked the beginning of his public ministry. Immediately after, he spent 40 days fasting in the wilderness, where he was tempted by Satan but remained steadfast. Jesus began to travel throughout Galilee, teaching in synagogues and gathering followers. He selected 12 disciples who would become his closest companions: Peter, Andrew, James, John, Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, Matthew, James, son of Alphaeus, Thaddeus, Simon the Zealot, and Judas Iscariot. His teachings often took the form of parables, simple stories with profound spiritual meanings. The Sermon on the Mount, including the Beatitudes, remains one of his most famous teachings, emphasizing mercy, peacemaking, and spiritual purity. Throughout his ministry, Jesus performed numerous miracles according to the Gospels. He healed the sick, gave sight to the blind, made the lame walk, and even raised the dead. He calmed storms, walked on water, and fed thousands with just a few loaves and fish. Yet Jesus emphasized that his kingdom was not of this world. He taught love, forgiveness, and compassion, often challenging the religious and social conventions of his time. As Jesus' popularity grew, so did opposition from religious authorities who felt threatened by his teachings and claims. They questioned his authority and sought ways to discredit him. Jesus' ministry culminated in Jerusalem during Passover. He entered the city triumphantly, welcomed by crowds laying palm branches before him. In the days that followed, he taught in the temple, shared a final meal with his disciples, the Last Supper, and instituted what Christians now celebrate as communion or the Eucharist. Following the Last Supper, Jesus prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane before being betrayed by Judas Iscariot. He was arrested, subjected to several trials before religious and Roman authorities, and sentenced to death by crucifixion. On a hill called Golgotha, Jesus was crucified alongside two criminals. The Gospels record that darkness fell over the land, and upon his death the curtain in the temple tore in two. He was buried in a borrowed tomb provided by Joseph of Arimathea. According to Christian belief, 3 days after his crucifixion, Jesus rose from the dead. His tomb was found empty, and he appeared to his disciples and followers over a period of 40 days, offering final teachings before ascending to heaven. Jesus lived only about 33 years, and his public ministry lasted just 3. Yet his life and teachings launched the world's largest religion, with over 2 billion followers today. His message of love, forgiveness, and redemption continues to inspire countless lives across cultures and generations. Whether viewed as a historical figure, a spiritual teacher, or the divine Son of God, the life of Jesus remains one of the most significant and influential in human history. As we reflect on the life of Jesus, we're reminded that his story is not just one of historical significance, but one that continues to transform lives today. His teachings on love, forgiveness, and compassion remain as relevant now as they were 2,000 years ago. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Jesus of Nazareth.